Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Yes, guys, we have a video today, a little bit of a market video. We're going to be talking about some of the prices of the current team of the week and the FUT birthday cards. Just kind of an update on the account as well. A lot of you guys in the comments have been requesting a market video. I've been like, I know you guys, I can't even speak, I'm tired. Been like, Nick, stop uploading all the packs, but it's just I have a lot to upload. So where we are at right now, guys, we've kind of just cleaned out a lot of the club from the stuff that we invested in. Now, if you guys don't know already, the market went up a ton. The reason it went up a ton is because the market received a large coin injection from all these saved up packs and so on and so forth, right? So the market started to really go up because the saved packs came through and people began to buy teams. So that's why we've seen a lot of these cards really rise a lot. Honestly, a lot of the cards in the market really rose. I began today, guys, to start to pick up some Team of the Week Moments cards. I am going to be looking at these cards today and tomorrow. I bought Coleman's under 50. I really went in on Coleman. I bought him under 50, and then I bought like 10 Lucas Moores at like 135. I don't know if it's going to work, but I went on and said, you know what, let me try it. So about 50 Moments cards I probably bought total. And my motivation to buy these guys was that I saw that the last 2 weeks were cheapest Friday, Saturday. And I'm also assuming this week with a lot of supply, obviously, coming from Friday, Saturday, that the mass supply will be probably on these 2 days. So I'm thinking there could be a pretty substantial rise even when there are impacts this week. But we'll kind of just have to see how that works out. I'm not positive about it. And then I only had a couple sales today where I was kind of just clearing out a couple cards for my club. One of those cards was the Inform St. Maximin. It's funny that I want to kind of reteach you guys this thing that goes on in the year because it is a thing. So what happens, guys, usually when a card comes out that's very expensive is usually their inform will go up a lot more. And that's exactly what has happened this week where St. Maximin's inform has gone up a ton because his new card is so expensive. Nobody can afford the new card, so they resort to buying the other card. Now, we are 14-0 in Weekend League, guys. We are playing actually amazing, and I haven't had too much delay. So the experience has been enjoyable. The Weekend League got extended, so I'm planning on trying to finish like 23 wins. Just kind of play the games to play them, not for anything else really. So this is the team that we have at the moment. We were using our Red 9 Golan. And I wanted to talk about St. Maximin because this is one of the most in-demand players in the game right now. He is fantastic. I'll have a review out for you guys tonight on my second channel so you guys can watch the highlights and see how he is. Fantastic card, though, all around so far. And I wanted to buy him this morning. I got a 30K undercut. I was playing COD Warzone last night, and I saw him at 107. He went up to 1-3 yesterday, dropped back down at night, and I had assumed that he was going to go up today after 1 p.m., and as you guys can see, he's now 1.27. So we'll see, man. We'll see how his price holds. It'll be very interesting to monitor. He's a very in-demand card, but I just wanted to show you guys that I do have a FUT birthday card in my team, that I'm kind of trading with a little bit. So that's what we got there. And then we're going to talk about the cards that are impacts. We're going to talk a little bit about investment-wise, some other things. But I want to show you guys really quickly because we also have some stuff on the transfers that we do have to go through and list up. It's very important that we go through and we continue to kind of take our profits on things when we need to. And, you guys know a lot of the time when you guys watch my videos, you will always see that there's a couple cards that I'm listing that are just outdated, that I should have took coins on a long time ago. So I'm going to bump down a bunch of these icons that kind of just really haven't been selling just to try to take the money if I can right now. Although, the market's still kind of high today. There's not too much sell-off, which is good. And, so we're going through listing some of these. We had a FUT birthday Lozano I picked up yesterday. The flipping did not work out. He's down a ton. The FUT birthday cards are dropping a lot because of the supply at the moment. I don't know if they're going to be cheapest today. I really don't have an answer for that. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see. I have a couple fresh Alabas left. So these have been selling really nicely to lazy buyers. I'm going to continue to list them because they're fresh and people will pay the extra for them. And then really, guys, the only thing left is really just leftover Team of the Week Moments investments. Our last big investment was we invested in Team of the Week Moments last week, and we did miss out on a big one. Kyle Walker's already up at 330,000 coins, so we kind of missed out there on him. We picked up Paulinho at 35. He's still 40. And other than that, we're not banking too hard on them. Lingard a little bit. We're more just banking on the fact that maybe some of them are just going to be fresh lazies. I'm expecting some of the Moments cards from last week to start to really have their rise in this upcoming week. And what I mean by that is that I think this upcoming Thursday, you may see the likes of Jesse Lingard and some of these other cards really start to rise up when their supply starts to kind of break off a little bit, because I still feel like they do have a very high supply currently. So when that supply obviously dies down a little bit, you may end up seeing them rise in the market quite nicely. And then you guys can see the rest here. The rest of my players listed at the moment are kind of just like lazies, high-rated lazies, and they do sell from time to time. So I always suggest that you're listing your transfer list, guys, with high-rated lazies. So Let's start off. Let's talk about FUT birthday cards. I know that a lot of you guys are very interested in FUT birthday cards, and you guys want to look into maybe buying some. The reality is, I think that they will probably not be cheapest for a little while. I'm gonna actually kind of scroll this in a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better. I think the top tiers are gonna be cheaper as the week goes on. A guy like say Maximin. I actually said on stream yesterday he was 600k on Xbox. I told my stream to buy him yesterday. I wasn't sure about PS, but he was 600k on Xbox yesterday, and I was trying to tell my stream to buy him because he was just way too low for the demand that he has. So that rise there is not surprising. His card price will probably stay high this week. He is quite in demand, to be honest with you. But some of the other guys I can't really see staying too high. I don't know about this Sissoko. You know, I've heard mixed reviews on him. I don't know if he's going to hold his price all week. That will definitely be interesting. I've heard most people that tried him basically said they don't know if it's a huge upgrade on the Footmiss card. So, I mean, that's obviously one that we have to monitor and I'm interested in. Lozano's going to keep dropping. I've seen his supply. He's getting packed a lot. It is a very good card, but he should keep dropping as the week goes on. Havertz is kind of the same thing. It seems like he doesn't have a demand that's going to be at his supply. Rashford is very rare. I haven't seen this guy getting packed at all. This card should pretty much hold its value for a little while this week. Rashford's not this week going to go under 1.5 mil, 1.4 mil. The direct comparison I would have to him is Richarlison. And you guys can see this Shapeshifter's card really holds its value, man. It is still 1.42 million. He has really held his value nicely out of pack. So it's going to be a very similar value in terms of you got to compare those two. Mbappe's gone up 600k overnight. People are playing Weekend League with him. And the word on the street is the 5-star is crazy OP. And I think that's why he's up so much. I think people are really looking at him for that purpose. You can see that now that this Mbappe in the last 24 hours, FUT birthday Mbappe has now jumped over Team of the Year Mbappe in price, which is kind of a crazy scene / sight to see. That was not something that I was totally expecting, but to see that in action is kind of crazy. Then we've got Griezmann, who's been kind of fluctuating between 1.5 and 1.65. His fluctuations are interesting. I'm not too sure what's going to continue to happen with him. This is another card that would kind of fit into the category of St. Maximin, where I think a lot of people want to try him. So I think he will hold price for a couple days. I think with the 5-star weak foot, the Barca and the French links, it does make Griezmann very appealing to try out and use. So I think a lot of people will continue to try him out and use him because it's a very interesting card. Hernandez was 290 yesterday. He's still 290. I can't see him holding value all that long because of Boateng, because of Zakaria. There's a lot of center backs in the Bundesliga. Alaba, I don't know if he's going to really hold that value too long. Correa should keep dropping as well. I actually like this card to pick up out of packs because he does look very linkable. But again, he should keep that card is going to keep dropping in my opinion this week. Hazard, I'm not too sure about as well. Again, another card that I think a lot of people are trying all these cards out. Now, Cancelo was overinvested by Patreons. If you don't know what that means, it's investors. They tried to overnight flip him, and he dropped a ton overnight because people just were expecting him to go up. And you know what I've learned from Cancelo is there's a lot of fullbacks right now. People are really at the moment. Fullbacks are kind of like people have their fullbacks at the moment. So that's what I had noticed with when it comes to him. Muniain rose a little bit overnight. Now he's dropping again as well. The reason that some of these cards are potentially dropping today, for the content today that got released, we did get a pack SBC that was tradable. We don't get pack SBCs all the time these days. So we did get a tradable pack SBC. We got a Prime Electrum Players pack. So that's what we got today for an SBC. So people went ahead and completed that. Also in terms of SBCs today, we got Jordan on Mavi. A lot of people asking me my thoughts on this card. I won't be doing a player review. He does have 5-star, which is nice. And he's about, I think he's like 120k. Let me double check that. 125k. You know, it's interesting. I don't know what to tell you. I think if you have a League One squad, this would be something I would look into because he does have nice card stats. He's got the high medium. He's got 5-star. Obviously, that's very unique. But I think if you have Mendy and if you have some of these other types of players, Roberto Carlos, there's no point doing this, man. You can't sit there and just collect all these left backs, right backs, center backs. You guys don't need that many defenders. So just kind of pick and choose what kind of SPCs you guys are doing. Try not to get too many of, I would say, like one position in your club. It's okay to have a couple leagues, but try not to spam the positions in your club. This team of the week, it'll be interesting to see what happens with these guys. I'm not all that sure what's going to happen. They do have a lot of supply, so that is going to be something that I'm going to be monitoring. Yeah, they've got a lot of supply. I mean, I was looking at these cards yesterday, and I wanted to invest in them, and I've started to invest in them, but I think I'm going to back down on investing a little bit more just because kind of when I was starting to invest this morning, I kind of began to see how much supply a lot of these guys actually did have. So it did turn me off. It didn't turn me off, but it made me kind of question if I really wanted to go full throttle and continue to invest in a lot of these cards. Now, what I'm expecting, guys, after all is said and done this weekend, I don't know if we had lightning rounds today, but I am really expecting the market to continue to do well this upcoming week. I think it's going to do well, guys, because I'm just seeing a large injection of coins, right, continuing to be injected into the market. And I think that day by day, everybody that was waiting to buy their teams, just in general, are going to continue to buy their teams, especially this week. The only thing that could really downtrend the market much would be the obviously the potential guys that we do get, crazy like player SBCs. And what I mean by that is, like, if we were to get like an SBC that's in a popular league and it's a very affordable SBC, that's always like the type of scenario where you really could see the market go down if that were to happen. It would be like Deli already has SBCs, but like a Deli for super cheap or something like that, right? That would always be an indicator of something that could potentially downtrend the market. It really could, but I think for now we're okay. From what I've seen from now, I think we will be all right. So yeah, I think the market's gonna hold value fine. I'm actually really kind of surprised in the same way that I feel like so many people, guys, have done icon packs recently. So to see the market really holding up well is kind of shocking to me, because you think with the amount of people that are doing icon packs, man, like, you would think that would take some coins off the market. Also, I guess last thing for the market side of things, just kind of look into your clubs, guys. Make sure that you guys have some high rateds in your club. I'm talking like 86, 87s, 88s, 85s. I don't know if the FUT birthday repeatable is going to be this Thursday. It might be next Thursday. So yeah, I mean, that's another thing that I think has a big profit potential, is going to be those high rated cards to put in your clubs for the FUT birthday SBC, whenever that is. I don't know when that is, but that's always on rewards day. So we'll see it. If it's in the code on Wednesday, then it'll be on Thursday. If it's not in the code on Wednesday, then it'll be the following Thursday. Not going to keep you guys here too long today. I appreciate all of you guys supporting and watching the video. I'm very tired, so I'm going to go rest a little bit, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Peace.